All right, so this is Dre with DBA Marketing Pros. Today we're going to share with our great client, Susan, how we can access the website, how she can make edits and updates, and we're going to keep it very, very simple and basic. That way we never even have to go through this again. So let me know if you have any questions on the way, Susan, and we'll make those updates and we'll be able to share feedback, anything you need.
Great, thank you.
Alrighty, so when you log in, I know the first thing that you had in mind is like, hey Dre, how do I go to my website and access it? So first, all you have to do is go to GoDaddy.com. That's where we're hosting. So the hosting is like the property. That's what I like to remind people of, like to keep it basic. The hosting is like the land, okay, of the property. With the mailbox, you got the address, right? And then the website is similar to the house. So you build the house. And in this matter, we built the house, and the house is now here at GoDaddy. So now all we have to do, when you go to GoDaddy and you log in, you'll see a sign in button. You'll sign in, and then you will actually be able to edit your website. When you click My Account, I'm going to actually go to websites. I believe it's in this section. Okay. It's asking me which business do I want to work on. Sometimes they make changes too. That's something to be mindful of, because this isn't what I saw a while back. So sometimes they'll make updates to everything, right? So when I went in this time, they told me I can go directly to your website. They didn't present that the first time. So be mindful that they always make changes and updates to the dashboard. So here, all you need to do, if it presented to you, you'll need to actually click the website like I just did. I just clicked on Pharaoh's Daughter and it put me here. And so then if it doesn't present it to you, you can go to hosting, and then it'll say website. So this little button right here, you can click it and it'll take you to your website. But always make sure it's on your domain, which is basically pharaohsdaughters.org. And then you will be able to click website, go to website. And so here, you're like, Dre, how do I go in and see my website? I got all this here. This is nonsense to me. I don't understand. How do I go and edit my website? So your website is hosted on WordPress. So all you need to do here is you'll see edit website. You see this button? Right. So you'll click edit website. Don't click publish because it's already published. I believe this is the website. If it's not, then I have to go to the one that's showing. Okay, this is not it. So I'm going to go back real quick. And I'm going to select, go back a little bit. And I'm going to go to my account this time. Hosting in WordPress. Okay. So this time I went to this box right here. And then I went to hosting in WordPress. I believe it will take me to your website this way. Okay. I'm going to test and see. Yes, exactly. So click this every time you go to GoDaddy. Automatically click this because it took me to one of the other websites you had up here. So every time you go to GoDaddy, just click this little button, these buttons right here, and then go to hosting in WordPress. That's how you access your website. Okay? And it might present you with some information that may look unclear, but as long as you go to the box at the top, the dots, and then you click hosting on WordPress, it'll take you here. And then all you have to do from there is click edit website right here. Click this button. Okay. You got that?
Got it.
Alrighty. So when you click edit website, it's going to take you to WordPress. WordPress is like similar to me, if I can make it simple, sticking to the house analogy. WordPress is like designing the inside of the home. Interior decorator. So now we are going to freestyle. We're going to add every theme, every color, every content, every piece of painting, every portrait that we like, every floor. We're going to change it all up. WordPress allows us to take what's nothing and make it into something.
Okay.
So here is the WordPress dashboard. Please do not get confused by this, okay? I'm going to show you where you need to go to make edits, because that's our goal. We're the developers. We're the people who go to and use all these settings. But
Okay.
this right here is your dashboard. It's a WordPress dashboard. You will not do many things. Only thing that usually pops up here is notifications, and you can just click X on them.
Okay.
And then it's like side things like the WordPress information and updates. Notifications happens on the dashboard.
Okay.
A lot of people don't spend time here, so you can disregard it when you get into your WordPress dashboard. So just to keep it basic, you have posts. This is sometimes where we post information.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go here and create a post. And so if you had a blog, which I don't believe you have on your website right now, if you had a blog, you will do it through here. You'll click add new post. And and when you click add new post, it'll create basically an option for you to create a post, add the title, add the content, and then press publish. As simple as pie. But we do your posts with Elementor. So you'll probably edit that and set up the blog page first before you make any posts. So post is used, but you don't need this in your scenario because we're not doing a lot of blog posting, or we don't have a blog page on your website, right? But what we do have, oh, were you about to ask something?
Yeah, I was just going to say, when and if I do decide to start a blog, would I need to come back to you
Yeah.
to set that up?
Yeah, you can come back to me and we can set up the page. And so once we set up the page on your website, which I was about to get into pages, once we set up the page, we'll press add new post every single time to add new posts. And it's repetitive. And so it's similar to my website. I don't know if you have been on there, but I have plenty of blogs on my website. And what we'll do, we'll add the page. We'll go to, I think my blogs are here. Oh, it's on Insights. That's what it is. So we'll go here. We'll click and you see all these posts? It's because I added an image, I added the title, and then I added the content. So it'll show all the content like on my website for you, whatever you post there. So we usually set up the layout first. You get that done, then you can start posting on it. That's what we do. We'll set out the layout for you for the blogs, right? Okay. And so once we have that, I'm keeping this very, very basic so I won't lose your understanding, okay? So one of the other things I wanted to bring is you won't use this, but pages. Pages will be important for you. Pages are so important because this is where you create the pages, your home page, your about page, etc. So here are all the pages already created. Any page you want to edit, you'll click pages. This is the main bread and butter of what you want to currently know from our conversation. So you'll click pages, and then you'll click about, or whatever page you want to edit. Let's say I want to edit about, right? And you won't edit here because we created the page with the layout. Remember I talked about theme and layouts? So if we do theme and layouts, we don't use WordPress blocks to create a new page. We'll just press edit with Elementor because Elementor is the theme that we use to create the page. So it's a theme. Basically, it's like plug and play. You can go in and edit, plug and play as you want. So I'm going to make this very, very easy for you. Since we created your website, the best way to make your edits, the best way and quickest way, when you log into WordPress, you have one side of WordPress where you go to your website and you only see pharaohsdaughters.org. Then you have another side where you see WP-admin. So the .org is more like the client side that we always see when you see that. But when you have WP-admin, the person is in the dashboard and they're logged in and they can make edits. So once you log in, this will always show on your behalf. I just want to show the distinction between the two. And so when you go to WordPress, the easiest way to edit every page to keep it simple for yourself is to click on your business name. You're going to see that in the right hand corner every time. When you go into WordPress dashboard, click on your business name. It's going to take you to every website page possible that we created for you. So if you want to edit any page, any content, let's say I want to change this Hope for Imprisoned Moms. I'm going to click Edit with Elementor every single time because we created it with Elementor as the theme base. And when you select Edit with Elementor, it's going to load. And so once it loads, this is where you make the edits, okay? So this is where I talked about plug and play, okay? So on the left-hand side, you have elements. I'm trying to lower our place. All right, I'm going to lower this real quick. On the left-hand side, you have elements. You can add these elements and then edit them. So if I want to add a video, I would drag and drop it where I want the video at. If I wanted to do a spacer between something, I can add the spacer. So it gives you a bunch of icons. You'll use the basic ones. The pro ones you usually have to pay for on Elementor Pro. They're more advanced. And you can usually do a lot more stuff with them. But right now we're going to focus on the basic one because this is the basic training. And so if you want to add a button, you can press add button, right? And this is how we set up the Elementor to be able to create the templates. And we did that template through coding. We added to Elementor, and then Elementor lets us edit the template or add more to it. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we keep it basic. And so let's say you say, okay, Dre, I'm here now. How do I make edits to any of this that I'm seeing, the pictures, the images, or the text? All you need to do is press edit heading, press this little writing button. It'll basically let you edit it, and then you'll see the information on this side to edit. You see this? Hope for imprisoned moms. So we keep it basic. And so then you got the content. That's where you edit the content, right? If you want to add a title, description, subtitle, whatever it is, that's where you edit the content, right? So you can change it here. And so let's say, Dre, I want to change the colors of it. You can go to style, and then you can like rearrange it, center, right. Title, you can change the color here for the title. When it say title, that's everything with the colors you want to change. If you wanted to add a text shadow, you can add it. Hover color, you can add it. So advanced, this is where you change the, I didn't mean to change that, but
I was going to say, it looks like we have a shadow there.
Yeah, I didn't know it added it. It's okay. It won't save unless you press publish. That's another thing.
Okay, great.
So when you press publish,
whatever it was.
Yeah, when you press publish, it will save. If you make an error, the quickest thing I do is just to reload the page and start from scratch.
Okay.
But publish is where once you make changes, it will save.
Okay.
But that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't either. Actually stands out. You want me to keep it?
Sure.
I can publish it. I'm gonna publish it because that looks pretty beautiful to me.
Okay.
All right. So we publish it. Now it's going to be there. So if you ever need to check something, what you can do, you can go to an incognito window, or you can just type in Pharaoh's daughter and go to the website like that to see the change you made, right? And so that's how you go through and edit. So you'll hover over basically while in Elementor, because you pressed edit with Elementor, you'll hover over the part that you want to edit because we already designed the site for you. If you want to swap out a video, you can hover over it, press the pencil, and then show the video file, and you'll press trash can and swap it out. Right? Now, some things can sometimes look incongruent because of the coding. Some things we coded to get it in there. So don't get mixed up. You can still hover over things that look incongruent and press on it and still make changes if you see something behind it. Because some things is showing on your mobile phone and some things show on desktop. You know what I'm saying? So it'll change based on the device. And so you may see things like overlapping when you edit, but that's just because it's just showing that it's on a different device, or we could have coded something else in the back end. Yeah. And so you just scroll down through your whole site the entire time. Any parts you ever want to edit, you want to change links. Like I said, you're in Elementor. You're going to press the button to edit, and then it'll allow you to make the change. If you want to take something off, you can press
the highlighted partners right there.
Where? Oh, yeah, right here. Absolutely. So if you want to add something here, right, you'll press it, hover over it, and then we can add their logo here.
Okay, perfect. So you would All right, how do you upload it into that little gray box?
Okay, I'm going to do that. Whose logo is it? Can you send me the logo?
Yep. I mean, I guess I would just, I mean, well, you can get it off the offline, right?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Oh yeah, it's a globe. So, Prison Alliance.
Okay, we're going to, for testing purposes, we're going to add Prisons Alliance logo. Prison Alliance.
Yep.
Alrighty. And they do a lot of great ministry work for people in prisons, discipleship, right?
They sure do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I got my charger. We are using a lot of juice.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. So this is Prison Alliance. What I do here, this is their logo right here?
Yep.
Okay. So you're a part of partnered up with Prison Alliance, so we can extract their logo and use it. So I'm going to save it. Okay. I'm going to save it to my desktop real quick. So I have quick access to it. And then I'm going to go back here. And you see where it says, all I did was I saved the image.
Yep.
I went back to your website where I have the WordPress dashboard where I'm logged in at. And I'm still stuck in Elementor where I want to be. And then I will actually press the button here to edit, right? And so then all I have to do, anytime you need to add a picture, you will go to add to gallery, and you can upload the files to the gallery. It's basically a media gallery. And let me go to Prison Alliance. So this is the photo. Sometimes it uploads here. Sometimes you have to change where you upload it, and I'll show you that later. You have to upload it in a media. Sometimes, depending on how big the file is, it'll upload or will not upload. So I insert it into gallery. So if you wanted to change the order, you saw how I did that? So you press the button here.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, so if you want to put them first, we can put them first. Did you want to do that?
It doesn't matter because it's on a rotation, right?
Right, but when somebody goes to it the first time, it's like the first things they'll see.
Oh, okay. Sure.
So, yeah, we can put them first, and I can put raise. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it like this.
Okay, that looks good.
So anybody that you ever need to add, you can hover over it. The part to edit, not this part. This will only let you edit the title. Hover over the part that you want to edit, and then you'll press the button again. Very simple. And then you can add to gallery, and then you'll upload the files. This is your media library, but if we want to upload more files, we'll press, you'll go here and add it, and then go back, and you can reorder it, and we're good. That's pretty simple.
Nice. That's perfect.
And then you press publish. Now, always forget, if you want to make the edits and changes, publish. Press publish.
Yep.
So we have Prison Alliance, and it looks very beautiful.
Yep, that looks great.
Yes, it does. So now, let's say you want to get a little bit more technical, right? Well, you can change the size here. You can play with sizing of it, of the logos and stuff like that. You can choose how many logos you want to show here.
You know what? Can you look at Ray's? Because I've always thought that Ray's looked so much bigger than the rest.
All right, so Ray's is bigger than the rest because of the size of the image that was given to us. So it's 282 by 259 pixels. We can lower it, but usually you'll send a different video. You'll send a different image, usually, where it fits. But we can try to scale it, but people usually don't recommend doing it this way.
Well, or we could enlarge the other 4 or 5. Right?
Yeah, but that would mean you have to send us a new picture.
So you can't just take that image and mess with it.
No, because they're all different, and it will get distorted.
Uh-huh.
But
Okay.
I can try to make them all the same size through doing this, but it won't show the whole image sometimes. So you got to
Mm,
play with it.
yeah,
You see what I'm
it's
saying?
okay. It's fine. It's fine the way it is. I'd rather have that than have part of the name.
And who knows? Somebody might come to their website from Raise and then be like, "Oh,
Uh-huh.
that's our logo. It stands out."
Yeah. Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, are those links? If you click on it from my website, does it take you to their website?
No, these are just for photos.
Okay.
These are just photos.
Okay.
Now, if
Can we
you
do that or not do that?
we can sometimes they have them linked.
Link?
Sometimes they'll have them linked inside of it of the photo that we give. So if
Right.
you were to
Right.
like provide it, we can link
Mm-hmm.
all the images to that.
Mm-hmm.
We can type it in where we upload the image at. You'll have it linked, hyperlinked already with the image, and we can add it in the back end of WordPress. So it's usually a bit more technical for like
Okay.
your situation.
Yeah.
We'll probably need to do something like that.
Okay.
But in the
Just
basic
curious.
piece, yeah, sticking to the basics, it's possible. Yes, absolutely. But sticking to the basics right here,
Mm-hmm.
we would need to just add the logos that you want in this section to make edits there. Within when we upload the logo, that's where we can make some link changes and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to like change the styles and stuff again, you'll just press style and then change the radius, the size of it. You can play with it. Don't be afraid to play with things in WordPress. You ain't gonna really
Okay.
break anything unless it's like, unless you try to do a little bit too much. I'm saying for basic stuff like this, don't be afraid to see what it looks like. Just bring it right back, redo what you did. That's the best way to learn anything.
Okay.
And then after you finish, if you don't like it, don't press publish and then just press refresh. If you like it, you can press publish and be done.
Okay. Now, if I were to publish something and then say, and I don't like that, I want to go back to what it was. You can't just go back. You'd have to reload it.
You can go back to what it was. I recommend reloading it because it's easier. But if you want to go back to what it was, they usually save it as drafts. You usually can go into Elementor, and then you can look at the previous drafts. You can look at the previous drafts that were saved on Elementor,
Okay.
and then you'll reload it. So history right here. So when you go to
Mhm.
this E button, you'll go to history.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes it's not showing. But you'll go to revisions and then say a minute ago,
Oh,
right?
look at that. Yeah.
Yes.
So like if you decided we didn't want that shadowing on the letters, we could just go find the iteration and click that.
Yes. Yes. Look at the last time, but be mindful when you do something like that. It'll take you further back, and you may have other updates erased.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna
Um,
go way back.
yeah. So depending on how far you go back,
Mhm.
it will take away other updates because you didn't do those at the time frame that you did.
Yeah,
That one
that makes
update.
sense.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Elementor is your heart. When you're going to go ahead and make changes to the text, the images, the updates to the website, Elementor is it.
Okay.
So,
That's good.
did you have any other questions regarding this?
No,
Okay.
that's perfect. You show me the thing I wanted to change and then how to change other things. So that's great.
Yeah. The other basic settings where you can make updates to, just to keep it basic, is your media. I wanted to tell you this. So the best way I recommend to upload any media is here. Okay, videos may be too big to add here. Sometimes you need a YouTube channel and then put the link there. Okay, but everything else, you can go to media and then add new media file like pictures, photos, logos. You can add them all here. You'll press it, and then you can drag and drop here, or select files, and then select it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then after you've done that, you have all your photos available, and you just grow it. But also be mindful when you add a lot of photos, it starts taking up space. Just like your computer, you add more videos and photos, it takes up space and it starts slowing things down. So you always want to use content photos with lower sizes and also less like megabytes. so the
Yep.
photos can not be too heavy on the website and it can still load
Mhm.
fast for people.
Mhm.
So also videos, always make sure you put those on YouTube, Vimeo, or somewhere else, and then just use the links
Okay.
for those. So when you go to Elementor, if you wanted to swap out a video, remember I said click your website name to go in,
Yep.
edit a page, and then you'll select edit with Elementor. But you can still, if you're trying to scroll through pages, I'm going to tell you this too. If you're trying to scroll through pages without editing, you cannot edit with Elementor and scroll through the pages at the same time. So you always want to click edit with Elementor and then click back on your website to go back.
Uh-huh.
If you are not trying to edit, you're trying to go to a new page.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is for editing. And if you need to get out of editing, just click the website. That's the quickest way I can think.
Okay.
And so when you go to the video, for instance, I'm gonna go back to the video and make an edit. So I click edit with Elementor. And then click this right here. And so you see this is a video,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
right? And we click the video to add there. So if you wanted to do it from URL, you can have it here and add a video with the YouTube link here. And it will show the same way. So that's what we always recommend.
Great.
Alrighty. Any other questions?
I don't think so. That's a lot for right now. I'll play around with it.
Okay. And if you break anything, if you break the website, we can back it up because you'll have to go in GoDaddy and then you have to back up the website.
Okay.
So if it by breaking, I mean it just crumbles, right?
Okay.
So if your website crumbles, not working, we can go to dashboard, right? And right beside where the website is, after we went to the website, right, where we edit it, you have backups. You go to backups, and then they save your backups over time. It's basically saying, hey, this is like the history. And so then you'll press restore on the date that you want it restored. You'll select it over here where your latest backup is, and it say your latest backup is the 3rd, right? And so they should have some previous backups, but this isn't. I don't know what exactly you pay for the backups. So sometimes they keep 1, sometimes they keep 10. It's always about what you pay for. And so they usually have your latest backup here. So if you ever need to back up the site, backup is going to take it back to the place where it was fully successful and you have most of your updates depending on the date, right? So March 3rd, all right, to have a backup, I'm going to press restore and make sure I have files and databases selected and press restore. Okay. So if you ever mess up the website or make any errors, go here, press restore. Backups.
And it will probably not, it won't have backed up right then. So whatever changes you made that you did like before it broke probably wouldn't be saved, right?
Right.
Go back.
Right. It's always about that date.